First college party. Commence after party truth or dare with about 8 people. 3 a.m. rolls around. We're down to 6 people, but things start getting a little raunchy. A kiss here, a flash there, take off an article of clothing, all in good fun. 3:30 rolls around. Damn, I still remember the time. This really cute girl who I was crushing on since high school asked me and I answered truth, because by this time, I was down to my boxers and didn't feel like sitting with my dick out. Anyway, she asks me some stupid question. I forgot what it was exactly, along the lines of, what's the craziest place you fucked? I was a virgin at the time, so my answer, naturally, was a lie. However, it was a boring one. I said the living room at my parents' house. Everyone started booing me, saying the answer was not worth a turn, and told the girl to go again. I got really embarrassed, because it was not only a giant lie, but a giant lie that was apparently too prude. For some reason, let's call it alcohol and weed, I agreed to go again. Inside I was having a panic attack, and wanted to cry. Yes, men have feelings too. So to avoid a repeat of a sexual question, I went with dare. Fuck it, I thought. I'm decently hung, so I'd rather have my dick out than people find out that I never put my dick in. I was 18. In my defense, losing your virginity was everything back then. So she dares me to go down on her. This is literally every dude's wet dream. The girl you want more than anything, but thought you couldn't have, just asks you to eat that pussy. So I obliged, whole fucking heartedly. It's all downhill from here, folks. As soon as it sunk in what she asked, I got a massive fucking boner. I was wearing those peekaboo boxers. So guess who showed his face without me noticing? And guess whose face began drooling? So yeah, pre-cum is a real thing, is something I learned that night. So here I am, sitting across from the hottest girl ever, who just asked me to eat her out, with my dick oozing, throbbing, and leaking all over my boxers, surrounded by 3 other girls and another guy, as well as some random party stragglers, just watching the game unfold. It gets pretty bad. I notice what's going on, but I don't think much of it, because she already has her panties off, so all she does is hike up her skirt and goes spread eagle. Holy shit. I'd never done this before. The most I've done with a girl was kiss at that point. I should preface this all by saying that I get gassy when I'm nervous. Here we go. Some of you may know where this is going, but I guarantee you fucking don't. So now she's spread eagle on the floor, and I need to make a move. So I do what any girl-loving guy would do in the most awkward way possible. I shifted onto all 4s and crawled towards her like a fucking tiger or something. I put my face deep in the snatch, but my hands aren't touching her or anything. Instead, I'm still on all 4s, like I'm a puppy sniffing her pussy. After a few seconds, the position gets horribly uncomfortable, and I shift my weight in such a way that my ass is now sticking up, and my knees underneath my body. What happens next is the single worst 30 seconds of my life, followed by years of shame. She begins moaning and tells me to take off my boxers. I quickly oblige, but I can only get them half off in this position without stopping what I'm doing. So basically, I am now mooning 3 chicks and a dude that are sitting behind me, my hairy asshole perfectly on display about 2 feet from their faces. The chick I'm eating out starts moaning more and saying she's about to come. Anxiety gets the better of me. I get super nervous. Did I mention I get gassy when I'm nervous? Did I mention that alcohol gives me horrible indigestion? The more things heat up, the more I am now focusing on what is to be the biggest fart of my life. She begins to come. I can feel it from her vag and other muscles tensing up. I get so excited, but simultaneously relieved, that I can stop and excuse myself to go to the bathroom and let out a fart. Except, I got relieved too soon. Dude, I know where this is going. The fart was explosive. But the real problem was that I hadn't taken a shit that day. I knew that's where this is going. The real problem was that while the girl was having an orgasm, I was taking a projectile shit on 4 people behind me. The smell. Oh God, the smell. I didn't want to turn around, but I had to before the girl was even done with her orgasm. They were fucking coated. One of the girls got it worse than everyone else. Her face looked like it was dipped in a bucket of Nutella. Chunky, watery Nutella. The dude got it bad too, and they all got it in their hair, their mouth. Oh God. So now, the shitting all happened in just several seconds. So when the girl finally opens her eyes, all she sees is my gaping asshole with bits of poop leaking out of it. I turned to look at the damage. Me on all fours, and the other people soaked in feces, starting to scream. She screamed, I screamed, we all screamed for poop. The dude began hitting me, covering me in my own shit that was falling off his face and neck. Except, several seconds after he started hitting me, he began vomiting. His hands slip on the vomit, and he collapses on top of me. So, if you will, 2 naked dudes on top of each other, coated in cum, vomit, and explosive diarrhea, surrounded by hot chicks, most of whom are also covered in poop. That's a TLDR right there. I actually dated the girl for 2 years, and the chick who got coated in my shit the worst is now my best friend. Man, I'll have to try this. The dude I actually never saw again. He left that night, never to be seen again. I saw the other 2 girls from time to time, but we never made eye contact. For some reason, people started calling me ass candy at parties after that. The nickname stuck around until I moved cities a year ago. Oh my God.